Hey guys, I'm Greg. This is Stephanie. This is our podcast, Living in Key West, Island Stories, and we are both real estate agents here in the Florida Keys. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or have your property managed, please reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help you out. I think the property management one's a good one to touch on right now.
Yes.
Because that is something that we're just starting to try to grow.
Yes.
And we have a pretty good reach on our TikTok platform.
Excellent, in fact.
Excellent, yes. Yeah, I was underselling it a little bit.
Yeah.
But really across our social media in general.
Yeah.
But across all of our platforms, we have over 100,000 followers.
Easy.
We're about to do a 100-follower giveaway on our TikTok.
100,000 follower giveaway.
Yep, 100,000 follower. Not dollars, guys.
You said 100 follower giveaway.
Well, we're past that.
Yeah.
We're past 100 followers.
A little bit.
But that's a major advantage that we have for rental properties, because that's one of our most frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
Is, do we have properties that people can rent?
Yeah. And I think, something that people don't realize, a lot of people, especially people who maybe just aren't really into social media or on social media or don't understand like the reach and value of social media, is like people who are on our platforms really do look to us for recommendations. And so
just have to make sure I still recorded.
Oh, okay.
Or that I did press the record button. I couldn't remember.
So we have our guide to Key West, which is our free guide. It's 21 pages. If you haven't downloaded it, you're coming to Key West, you definitely should. It's in our link tree on our TikTok profile. But people have said, I thought that guy was coming in. Multiple people have said that they have downloaded the guide to Key West and have used it as a guide for their vacation on this island. And they had a great time because of our recommendations. And I'm saying that to say that when you build a really authentic following on a social media platform, the people that you are connected with really do look to you for recommendations and really do heed your advice. And so with regard to rental properties, that is absolutely one of the number one questions that we get on our social media daily is, do you have a property that I can rent when I come down? I want to come for vacation. Do you guys have a place that I can rent? And we are just now opening that arm of our business up to start talking to people. We want to have a really nice selection of very nice properties that we can refer to for all of the people that get onto our social media every day and say, hey, I want to come. I want to rent somewhere. Where can I rent? And so the reason that that's so different is that it's direct recommendations to your property. It's a direct highlighting of your property where we can market it. We can go there. We can be thinking about, if you have some time open, do we want to do some sort of like a small discount? Do we want to do some sort of special promotion on it? And it's really high touch, high spotlight.
Yep.
Versus, and this is fine, and this would be part of what we're doing as well, where it's listed on a website, right? And like you stumble on that website or you list it on VRBO or whatever it is, all of that's fine. But you're kind of one of a whole bunch of properties on a website versus having your property directly marketed to people who are asking for that marketing. Yeah. And that's so much more impactful. And it's something you can't really even like quantify the value of that.
Immeasurable.
It's immeasurable. Yes, it's like the same thing as if you follow someone on social media and they say, I have this mascara and I love it, versus you randomly picking it off of Amazon or Ulta's website or whatever. Like you can go and find it. It's not to say you wouldn't. It's there. You could find it, but you have to comb through stuff versus someone you already trust, you already know, you already like, and they say, I use this mascara, it's amazing. You're much more likely to use that. Yep. So it's sort of the same thing as like, hey, we have this property. It fits all of everything you're looking for. It's this much. We're the ones who manage it. That's going to be a much higher endorsement than you just have it listed somewhere. So I think it's important to go through what that social media really means, because I think sometimes people don't really understand the impact of it. It's like, oh, so you're going to put it on your stories? It's like, well, yes, and we're going to talk about your property.
It's going to be left up on, in the little circle up on our Instagram and TikTok and all that. So
absolutely.
Like properties we manage. So
well, and if someone reaches out and says, or someone's on a live and says, oh, we're coming in September, we want this, we want this, we want that, we can say, we've got a property for you. It's beautiful. It's available on these dates. It's, instead of it being some random, they're just going to stumble on something on VRBO and you have to stick out based off pictures.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
The market, there's a lot of vacation rentals here. A lot. So any edge you can get, huge.
Yep.
Huge.
And we would have that.
Absolutely.
That giant edge.
Yes.
And that's why we've been building our social medias and all that fun stuff. So, that's a little, not a rant, but a little.
Just I think a spotlight on something that we are working on building. If you have a property that you would like to talk to us about managing, we would like to have that conversation with you. If you're thinking about buying in Key West with the thought of using it as a vacation rental, we can certainly have that conversation with you as well. Talk to you about, what the rental market is here, what you can reasonably expect to potentially net, and just help you kind of figure out what you can get in your budget, all of that. So,
So also I'd like to point out, we just had some really exciting news.
Ooh, we did.
So I know I've been teasing all of you, especially on our TikTok lives, about doing a 100,000 follower giveaway. And we've finally reached out to someone and we received a yes for a stay at their place. I don't want to go away too much right now, and because we want to hash out all the details. But we did receive a yes. That was our biggest thing that was holding me back from. We hadn't reached out to anyone, but that was the biggest thing that was holding me back, because I think having that is the big thing. We'll try to get other smaller stuff like some meals or some little activities
or whatever
and stuff like that. So finding the place to stay is huge.
Yes, huge.
We just got a yes, so that is awesome. So hopefully,
stay tuned.
We can. We're actually shooting this way early. This podcast way early. It's Wednesday. Usually we'll shoot it Sunday and put it out Monday. So we're shooting it Wednesday and putting it out Monday. But so hopefully between now and Monday, we will figure out exactly kind of how it's going to work, and then we can start working on getting the smaller donations, such as
meals,
$50 here, or whatever. Also, speaking of meals, I do want to say a major shout out to La Creperie and Vive
Wine Bistro
for letting us use their place for podcast.
Julie's amazing and wonderful.
If you're watching
and
this,
kind.
Thank you.
Hugs, and Todd for always coming in clutch with Greg's OG milkshake.
The OG milkshake.
And Winnie's bacon order. He always brings her bacon. So, yes, thank you.
So that was super excited. So that's going to be a 100,000 follower giveaway.
It's a good giveaway. It's going to be a really good giveaway.
It's a freaking phenomenal, and that's just the beginning. I'm probably going to do it like when we did the 50,000 follower one. And I'm still figuring it out in my mind, but when we did that, I started at like 35,000, and when we hit 50, I ended it. I think I'm going to maybe go like when we hit 100, I might go a week past it, or something like that. That's just the plan as of now. I could change that. So, but I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be a phenomenal. Someone's getting a freaking almost free trip. I mean, and if you can drive, you're getting pretty much a free trip besides paying for gas.
And then if there's anything you want to do that we're not covering, right? But we're going to try and cover a lot.
Expense, which is your stay.
Where you're staying. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's at a really cool location.
You want to talk about the Bubbas?
Yes. So the Bubbas is something that goes on in Key West. It's awards for like best restaurant, La Creperie. There's like best bartender, best realtor,
attorney,
best realtor, the Little Island Group, best real estate office, Atlantic Realty, just little things like that. Oh yes. The one that we are actually telling people to vote for us for is local celebrity. Yes,
that is the Bubba we would like to get this year.
I mean,
we're grateful for any Bubba.
We can't stop you from voting for the realtor one. but we are going for the local celebrity.
Yeah.
It's real simple. It's in our link tree, in our profile, and I'll link it to this podcast too. But you click on it, it's going to take you there. You find the local celebrity, click the drop down, and it's going to be living in Key West, Greg and Stephanie.
Yeah. Yep. So if you'd vote for us, we'd appreciate it. So the way it works is through June 18th, they're taking nominations. So the top 3 most nominated in every category will then be on the ballot. And then from like the 18th to the 22nd is when voting happens. And that's when they'll pick the person who wins. So right now you can nominate every day. And then I'm not sure if you'll be able to vote every day between the 18th and 22nd, or if you just vote once. But right now you can nominate once a day. So if you're open to it and you're willing,
feel so inclined,
we would appreciate any votes. If you vote every day, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
This would be a way to really support us, and we'd really appreciate it. So yeah, that link is in our link tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's the very top link. We'll leave it there for the duration of the Bubbas.
Yep.
And yeah, so.
And it'll be part of the giveaway too, trying to to get.
Oh
points.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Yep.
Anyway, so the Bubbas is going on.
Yeah.
So that's got the island of
a buzz.
Here.
It's kind of a big deal here.
It is a big deal.
It's a local thing. It's for fun, but it's the 10th year, I think.
Yeah, it's the 10th year.
It's a big deal here locally. Like if you have a Bubba, it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Therefore, we want local celebrity.
Yeah.
And once again, if you vote for us for realtor,
can't stop you.
We can't stop you.
Yeah, we just don't want to go hard on that this year. Next year.
Next year, we'll go for it.
Yeah. Well, we interviewed Chip Casper yesterday.
Yes, Winnie is.
You've probably listened to that
right now.
He's the head meteorologist at the National Weather Service Key West campus, and I thought it was a great interview. I mean, we're weather nerds, obviously, so we love that kind of stuff. We love talking about that, but I thought it was just such a phenomenal interview. I actually learned a lot. I think I just didn't realize how the National Weather Service works together in conjunction with other local officials in order to properly communicate with the public and get factual information and scientific information out in a way that people can understand and prepare. And for as long, you're a lifelong Floridian. I'm darn close, except for a few little spaces of time in my life. But I would say I'm absolutely a Floridian. And there were things that, I had never really thought about with regard to preparation, like how he was saying, he always encourages people to check with your neighbors on his.
I think that's really important.
Oh, you want to say something? She had something to say.
She's very antsy.
She is very antsy. Yeah. So that was a really good interview. I really enjoyed that. I'm really grateful.
Definitely should go listen to that. If you like weather, if you like seeing knowing what to do if a hurricane's coming, it's a great podcast to get you prepared and learn a couple of things about it. So definitely go watch it. Yep. So
okay, so our property of the week.
Oh, you guys guessed it. It's 1023 Simonton. It's going to continue to be our property of the week until it sells.
Yeah.
Simonton Street. It is a block from Duval. It is a 2-bedroom, 3 full bath. It's listed at $1,395,000. It is just over 1,400 square feet. This is the biggest part in a lot of people's opinion, especially if you're familiar with Key West and Old Town, is you have off-street covered parking, and it's actually a really nice covered parking area.
It's very nice. It's like a little tiny parking garage, a little private, small.
You have assigned spots. You got a pool also, low HOA of $285 a month. It's just an all-around great place. It can be rented monthly.
Yep.
So hit us up if you are interested in that property.
Yeah.
Or any recordings, obviously, but we've been more than happy to help you out with that.
Yeah. So Key West calendar of events. So as of now, which like Greg said, we're recording on Wednesday, so we're actually just kicking off Pride week, a little less than a week. here in Key West, but by the time you guys hear this, we will be past Pride, and so the only thing going on this coming week, according to the Key West calendar that I look at, is the 10th annual VFW fishing tournament. I won't go into that. You guys know what fishing tournaments are, but something that I thought, or you can go to the website, it's vfwpost3911.org/tournament if you're interested in learning more about that. But something that is coming up the following week, which I thought was kind of interesting, and we'll talk about it again on next week's podcast, is the CFK swim around Key West. It's a 12.5, I think, mile loop around the island.
Someone's getting angry.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds exhausting.
You can have 2-person, 3-person, 4-person, 5-person, or 6-person teams.
What about a 100-person team?
Oh my god, yeah, right? So yeah, it's interesting. We'll talk about it more. I'm going to look at the website and kind of learn a little bit more for next week's podcast, but that's coming up on June 17th, so that's kind of cool.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Absolutely. Okay, so
I can barely swim from here to the front door, so
oh my god,
I'm not making it 12 miles.
So
well, can I use my fins?
Probably not. Maybe.
And my mask.
Maybe.
Then I can swim at least from here to Duval.
Yeah, and your shark bands.
And my shark bands, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some really exciting stuff. We got Winnie some new shoes.
We did.
We literally, when we were walking out the door, they were there.
We threw them in the house and ran out.
Yeah, so we haven't even looked at them. Don't know if they'll fit. We got the smallest size they had, so hopefully it fits. But no guarantee that it will fit. That's it.
Yeah. Hot asphalt.
Damn, I didn't know where.
It's a thing of the past.
Dang, I didn't know where you were going with that one.
I don't know where I would have gone with that. Where I would have gone with that one, other than exactly where I went.
I don't know.
Couldn't even imagine. All right, let's do one fun question.
Okay.
And then we'll sign off for today.
This is a quick pod.
Yeah.
Quick potty.
Quick pod.
Because Wendy's super anxious to get out of there.
She's got something to say.
They do. Also, we're getting our headshots taken. We're building a new website, which I'm really excited about.
We are building a new website.
I'm actually really excited about that because I think it's going to look really good.
It is.
And we're getting headshots and professional photos taken to put on the podcast, on the website. So we got to bathe. I'm just filling time while you're finding the question, but we got to bathe and groom Winnie and Perry, as do I need a haircut. I don't really, but since we're doing this, I'll get a haircut. And so I'm excited for that too, because then that will be able to fill our website with some good looking photos.
Okay, here's the question.
Okay.
Which do you prefer, talking on the phone or texting?
Texting.
No question.
I do think there's a time when maybe you need to get on the phone if it's if it's a super long text. It's oh man, I could just talk to you instead. But
if there's a nuanced conversation, if you're trying to figure out, you're troubleshooting something, brainstorming something, yes, there are times where a phone call, this is what I'm interested in. What is the most productive way of conversing? And if the most productive way is a phone call.
It's a well-known fact that billionaires prefer to text.
Yes, billionaires prefer to text.
Talking on the phone takes too much time.
Even if they're buying a $60 million property, they would rather text. I've seen this multiple times. I've read articles about it, and it makes complete sense to me because texting is extremely efficient. If you do not urgently need an answer, you can send the question or the information to the other person. They can read it at their leisure, and when they have time or have gathered the information and can send you back an informed answer, they can do that, and it's not interrupting them at a random time or catching them off guard or whatever. It's significantly more efficient to text the vast majority of the time. There are times when a phone call is necessary. Perhaps it's even with if you need to create some rapport or something, right? There are certain situations, but this is a hill I personally will die on.
Yes.
Text messaging is significantly more efficient, and it's not an antisocial thing. It's not. It is purely time. It is purely time. It is purely efficiency. Plus, I like having things in writing anyway, so I can refer back. We just had if you have some sort of a snafu, or you have like a question, or you have a whatever, it's like you have it in writing and notes. If it's in emails, if it's in text messages, it's like so much easier to refer back versus being like, man, what did we talk about? So yeah. So we're firmly on the same page with regard to this. Yeah.
All right,
texting
guys.
over phone calls.
Well, I need to go clean my dish.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I need to go clean my dish. But thank you guys. Remember La Creperie?
The Blind Bistro.
Blind Bistro.
Yes.
Make sure when you're in Key West, check them out.
Absolutely.
And yeah, if you're interested in any real estate, shoot us a message. Alrighty, guys. Short and sweet. See ya. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.